Hello all you Librans, welcome for the first month of 2015 of January, and let's get started with what is happening for you, for Libra in 2015. Well, first of all, I have to say I love Librans, I really do. Why is that? I have my ruler conjunct Venus. I get along quite well with Librans and I love to do readings for Librans. But that's not helping you anything, is it? I'm going to talk about a very interesting aspect. I'm going to talk about a whole bunch of planets in one of the most fun houses of you, the 5th house in Aquarius, in a fellow air sign. So if this is not in general going to be good for Librans, I don't know what. And I'm going to talk about an aspect, and I'm going to use my Venusian qualities because my ruler is conjunct Venus, and this is a bit about color. And I know that Librans love colors and all of that. So hopefully you will like this. And let's get started with that 5th house because this is good news. I know it's a Mercury retrograde, and Mercury retrograde it's a Mercury retrograde in Aquarius, which is a fellow air sign. So that's why you're not going to feel that it's so annoying. The only thing it can do is slow things a little bit down. And that might be good for you to rethink things that has to do with 5th house issues, which is romance. So for those single Librans, it can be that time that you've just met someone and you're dating a little bit and then you're pausing a little bit. There's nothing wrong with taking things slow because it can show that, or it can be a sign that it's going to be a very important relationship. And then when Mercury goes direct again, which is next month, if you can wait up until next month, you can go a little bit faster with the relationship because it's all starting in the 5th house, a relationship with getting to know each other, with doing things that are very, very playful, spontaneous, whether it is going to the cinema, going to a restaurant, going to bed, to you know, all kinds of very spontaneous but fun, expressive things. This is really looking good for you Librans, and I think you deserve it. And there is not only Mercury going there, backwards, forwards and all of that, it's also the Sun will be there, Venus, your ruler, will be there a bit later on in the month. So it's a fantastic time to enjoy. And Librans need that. We all need that, of course, but Librans certainly if you have a Libra rising, but also a Sun or a Moon in Libra, you need to relax and enjoy life and be lazy a tiny little bit every now and then. So that's good news. I think the Mercury retrograde is only a bit of a, oh, I'm going to rethink something. Maybe a project you've been doing, or maybe some creative new hobby that you've been doing, or maybe even with kids that you are rethinking how you connect with your kids. Nothing wrong with that, is it? So that's on the background for the whole month. That is really nice energy for you. But what else is happening? The other thing that is happening is, of course, on the background there will always be this Pluto-Uranus square, and I'm not going to talk about it now because it's not really activated by a faster planet. What is activated by a faster planet now is another important square that is going to be important for the whole year, and it's the square between Neptune and Saturn. Neptune and Saturn are squaring up to each other, and probably, well, mostly the whole year of 2015. And a faster planet, which is Mars, is going to trigger it. And that's what's happening. And for you, it's in those houses that are not that life-changing, but it's in the houses of the 3rd house and the 6th house. So the 3rd house is the way that you think. Saturn is there now, the way that you think, the way that you communicate, the way that you read, the way that you understand information. So that's going to be a bit more serious as from now. and a bit more in structure. Very good actually if you need to do a very difficult study with Saturn there, it will give you the discipline to do that. And then you've got Neptune in the 6th house with Mars there. So what does it mean? And it squares up to each other. First I want to explain the two energies. Neptune and Saturn, they don't understand each other. Saturn is serious business, it's realistic, it's I fear because, you know, I can't do it because it's too difficult, or I will have to work very hard and all of that. It's Mr. Realistic. And Mr. Idealistic is Neptune. Neptune is, oh wonderful, I have this vision, I have this dream, I have this ideal. So imagine when those two come together. If you see that in a natal chart, for instance, this is potential for someone who can make their dreams come true. But when it's dreams, which is Neptune, Saturn, making things true in this world, but when it's in a square, it's always a bit frustrating. So the frustration that you will feel will have to do with areas in your life that has to do with probably work, because that's the 6th house, or communication and work, studying and work, or maybe on another level it could be health. Maybe there's something about your health that you're having less energy, or you're having colds all the time and you don't know why, and now is the time that you're going to really try to figure out what is happening and understanding it, therefore not only on a physical level but also on a soul level and a mental level. Because if we are ill, if it's even, and I'm not suggesting that all Librans will be ill, no, not at all. I'm just saying if you are ill, there's not only the physical thing, there's also the soul that's trying to tell you something. Even when it's a cold or a flu, and I'm having a cold at the time. And you need to investigate why. Am I working too hard, or am I dreaming too much, etc, etc. And it has to do with these two conflicting energies. Now, what it is exactly, I can't tell you because I don't see your individual chart. That's why I'm explaining this with these tones, because you know the context yourself the best. And if you are someone, the Libran, who is too much of a dreamer, if you say yes, I'm a bit more the Neptunian kind of dreamer and I have troubles with making things true, or maybe your health, you are doing things that you don't like about yourself and you want to change, it's now the moment in January to do so. It's now the moment to put action. And if you say yes, but I don't get to the action, you can, so that's the Saturn that you are lacking a little bit, then you can go to color or stone therapy if you like. And if you're a man, you could start wearing red or reddish colors, or putting a red piece of paper in front of your desk every day. Because red, or this kind of stone, this is just an example, of course, this is called jasper, I think. In my language it's jaspis, jaspis, and jasper probably, or jasper. This is a stone that stimulates the root chakra, that stimulates courage, bravery, getting into action. So if that is your problem, so I'm explaining this aspect, you can try wearing these, or wear something more in reddish colors that will stimulate, because that is a color that stimulates you. If you're saying no, I'm more of I'm doing too much and I'm getting really pessimistic, burnout, whatever, then you probably are too Saturn-like and you need to go a bit more to the Neptune energy. And this is the purple energy. So wear purple, or paint your room in purple. No, I wouldn't be so drastic, but and this is you can wear a stone like amethyst, for instance. This is the stone of the Piscean and of Neptune, and this is the stone of the highest chakra, which connects you with the divine and which gives you peace. So in other words, this gives you trust that everything will be fine, if that is what you feel that you lack for the moment. So it's very hard to say to you Librans. It's gonna be that you need, I mean Neptune, or it's gonna be more Saturn that you need. So maybe with this I have explained it hopefully a bit better. It's a square. It always means some people will have difficulty with the Neptune, other people will have difficulty with the Saturn. That very much depends on your personal chart. So it has to do with, oh, I have to become more realistic. If you want to do that, wear that. Or it can be, I have to become a bit more trustful. I have to let go a little bit more. Then you can try these. I'm gonna wear these. This is a good association for me. And what else? Well, this is a very, this is a very cool energy. This is a cool stone, and it cools you down. It makes you more. And this is a warm stone, which is red, which puts you into action. Whether you believe in it or not, just give it a try, and you'll see. Now, that's the most important thing, I think, for January. It's a very, very interesting one for the Librans. I think it's going to be, for most Librans, a nice time. Maybe a bit of frustration, as I just said, considering work, considering health, considering also your vision. So there might be some, let's say, some struggles between your vision, what you want, what you believe in, and between the reality at work or with your health. So don't bother too much. In February this will all be over, but I hope I have given you some clues. Now, thank you very much, you Librans, for watching. I want to thank you as well for you Librans supporting me tremendously the whole year of last year, and with a lot of readings of Librans, a lot of sharing of my videos, subscribing. Please keep on doing that, because I need it. Otherwise, I won't get stimulated to keep on doing. I mean, but I do. Thank you very much for watching. I wish you a very good month of January, and see you next month. Bye bye.